Yo, 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 live with Gutter Talk ENT. And today I wanna come to y'all, and talk about a real life experience that had happened to me, you know what I'm saying? When I was doing my time and shit. Like I never had told nobody the story or whatever. But I'm telling y'all though. Like I remember my first bid, I was in a unit, you know what I'm saying? It was 21 and under, you know what I'm saying? So you had some of the baddest niggas from all part of South Carolina in that one dorm, whether it was on A or B side. But the dorm I was in, I could talk about it now, you know what I'm saying? Because, hell, it ain't nothing to hide, you know what I'm saying? It was just, we was in this dorm called Dorm 9 at Tiger River. Man, I'm talking about, man, that shit was so motherfucking, like, gang infested, man, to pitiful, man. Like, I probably been the only person in there that went gang banging at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people was coming down there, they was starting out with me neutral. Then when they see a motherfucker get robbed, beat up real bad and shit, they be making a decision then on who they gonna join with. You feel me? Then the next week they're affiliated. My thing was, it wasn't about people that was in gangs or whatever. That wasn't even the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because hell, it was people in gangs that knew how to conduct themselves back there. It was people in gangs that had, you know, more leadership in dorm because of their people. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even that. It was mainly people too that was, like I say, one minute you scared, next minute you join. You feel me? Like there was a lot of that going on. You feel me? Now I respect the ones that was already in it prior to them getting locked up, or the ones that did join from back there and went on that dumb shit. I respect those kinds. I just don't respect the ones that try to act hard once they join. And see, I was saying that to say this because a guy that I got into it with, he wasn't affiliated, and he was a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nothing wrong about the white guy. I'm just saying he was a white guy, and he he wanted to be accepted by a certain organization. I'm not gonna say the name, but he wanted to be accepted by them gangs, whatever. So he felt the need to come play with me one night. You know what I'm saying? Just bullshit around, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, just I'm talking about talking shit, talking enough shit to make you want to fight. You feel me? Like that's what type of shit he on that night. So I was like, man, go ahead, man, go ahead. And I fucked up before because when I had, I think probably like about a month into me knowing him or whatever. The guy from the upstate anyway, so about a month into me knowing him or whatever, I had got there, had joked with him a time or two, but it wasn't nothing else out of that. So I was like, this nigga, what made this nigga feel the nerve to have to goddamn try to talk shit to me tonight? You feel me? So I told him, I said, go ahead, bro. I said, I ain't with all that bullshit. Go ahead, huh? I'm trying to tell him, it's really a warning. I ain't on no shit like, I'm scared of now. I'm just telling him, go ahead, man. I ain't with the bullshit. So he was like, man, man, fuck that, man. Shit, you my June June. He said some crazy shit like that. So I supposed to been on his ass when he said that. But guess what? I gave him another one. I said, go ahead, man. Now mind you, I'm under 21 at the time because we're in the 21 under dog. So I'm under 21. So for me to give that nigga two warnings, that right there symbolizes that I was trying to have a little growth for myself then. But like I say, I told him that then. He said something. He said, man, you had like a little bitch or something. Whatever it was, it had the word B in it. And you referring to me as a bitch. So when I heard him say that, man, listen, I slapped shit out of that nigga. I'm talking about, man, I slapped that motherfucker so hard. He didn't fall, but he kind of dropped. But when he ran up on me, I ain't even hit him again. I just picked him up and dunked him on his head. I dunked him on his back. When I dunked him on his back, He bounced up again, trying to be hard. I said, man, I'm gonna go on ahead and get him out the way now. Dunked him, put him on his head. When he was on his head, he started shaking like that and shit. Shit, I'm looking at whatever. I'm like, man, god damn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't try to really do it like that, but I wanted to slam that nigga hard enough to know that I'm not playing. I mean business. So boom, when I slammed him, he hit his head. He started shaking or whatever. Pissed on himself. All type of shit. Broke his collarbone. Any goddamn what's his name was in a coma. You know, so it was like a little light coma, but they still had him hospitalized after he had got out the little brief coma or whatever. They had him hospitalized still, and I had to sit at level 3 lockup. You know what I'm saying, and see what that situation was gonna be before I can even move on with the rest of my time. You know what I'm saying, and anybody know things about certain level 3s, especially when it's ran by certain people. Boy, listen, they'll try to goddamn they'll try to scare the shit out you, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They used to say shit, man. I used to be like, man, like it'd be like, oh, you know what, that guy dies, you're gonna be in the rest of your life. Like you already such and such your age, you're gonna be this age if they decide to let you out. And they were talking about 50 something. I was like, man, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, this is the type of shit that my people used to warn me about. The police try to scare you up, to make you do this and that. I just sat there like, even though that shit was kind of goddamn ringing a bell on a nigga if something it happened like that, this is what possibly could happen. I still goddamn had my chin up and did what I had to do. So, and I chilled, you know what I'm saying? I waited this shit out. And guess what happened? Shit, the man, people didn't press charges. When he was back stable, could talk or whatever, they was showing him my mug shot and all, man. Talking about did I try to assault him and all type of shit. The white dude said shit, we were playing. That's what he told him. We were playing. And that's how I got off on that shit, man. But if that boy would have died, man, like you gotta think about it. That man had like a 1.5 inch cut in his head. You know what I'm saying? From when I dropped him. So the people who room it happened in, they was like, man, you gotta get this nigga out of here, boy. You got a body in my goddamn room. Cause the dude wasn't moving. He stopped moving too for a little while, but you could tell he was semi-breathing still though. So it was just like, it was an experience for me, man, cause I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people, man, be talking about they be in them type situations. People ain't never been in them situations. I done been in them situations, man, a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Especially back there. And all I could think of is like, man, if I gotta do all this time, man, I'm gonna be old when I get out. My goddamn people ain't gonna be there when I get out. They gonna be dead or anything, man. Like I was just thinking the worst, man. So it was just like, you gotta when you goddamn bigger when you a bigger person, when you big enough to hurt an individual or take an individual life or attempt to take an individual life, if you get caught, you gotta man up. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no, oh man, well I'm gonna try to kill this nigga or I'm gonna try to take his life. If I get caught, man, I gotta get me a nigga. I gotta tell on somebody so I can goddamn get off this shit. Cause I ain't trying to do all that time. If you ain't trying to do all that time, don't have that crime on your mind. You feel me? Because if you got that crime on your mind and you keep putting that shit in repetition every day that you're a killer, then you gonna fuck around and kill somebody. When you kill somebody, you gotta be ready to suffer whatever consequence come with it. Some people get away with it, but live with the memories and shit probably every night or twice a week or anything. However it come to you, come to people differently. But I say that to say this, man. Like, that shit was a goddamn experience for me, man. Like, that shit, like, at first I was acting hard like it didn't mean nothing, like it didn't matter. When I first did it, I walked off or whatever. Shit. When I thought about that shit, when I got to my room, man, listen. It started dawning on me, all type of stuff. So it hit my head. In and out, in and out. I'm like, man, damn, boy. I said, man, I'm thinking now, like, I hope this man don't die. You feel me? That's all I kept saying. I hope this man don't die. God, don't let this man die. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never prayed that much in my life, man. You feel me? But I did it behind closed doors, though. You feel me? Like, that shit was a learning experience back there. But that's the only one I want to share with y'all for right now. Because that one, like I say, it ended with me goddamn beating the charge. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I can talk about that now. Peace.